morning, BodySlams podcast viewers. I'm sure you like that little graphic we had right there on the front. Already plugging the next three Legacies wrestling event called Summer Night Lights. That's right. It is happening. Let me throw it up there one more time. Look at that. Look at those superstars. As you notice, we have Lindsay Dorado on there, as well as Smiley and and as well as Mantequilla and Ricardo Rodriguez. Look at that. It's a luchador style for the summer. It's gonna be caliente. That's right. But we're gonna get into that real quick. But first, I'd like to welcome everyone who is just joining us so far. I see we have one viewer right now since we just started. We went on the air. Welcome everyone to the BodySlams podcast. I am Chio. I'm one of your co-analysts here. The other three, as always, are let me see. They're on either vacation or work or whatever the case may be. I'm riding this thing solo once again, as I'm not gonna say I like to do, but it puts me under the gun. I have to go off the top out of my head, do it freestyle, as you might say. Some of these young fellas will like to say, busting it up. But anyway, if you have not yet done it, go over to BodySlamsPodcast.com and go to any one of our social media sites, which are located down below. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit the notification button to find out when we are live. And like I said, this is Breakfast and Body Slams. Don't forget about your breakfast. Mine is a cup of coffee right now. I already have my oatmeal for today. We had a wild night of action Friday night. Unfortunately, this Saturday and Sunday, I had no plans. I had no other show. So I got to relax these 2 days between yesterday and today, besides doing the show here. But Three Legacies Wrestling started off with their tournament. The tournament ain't called the Chase. The show was the Chase, but it began the chase to the heavyweight championship. And for this beautifully prestige championship, that's right. That's going to be the finals of that will be at the Red Rose Rumble in August at the Clipper Magazine Stadium. And you don't want to miss it. We have a whole night of action, surprises, superstars that been to, might as I say, WWE, WCW, Impact, ECW. So, you do not want to miss this for sure. Get your tickets now. Go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. It's only like 2 months away. That's right, the 19th. And come out, have fun, bring the family, bring friends. It's a whole night of action as we're gearing down from this past Friday from the quarterfinals of the tournament for the championship. Next month at Summer Night Lights, there will be the semifinals. The final four competitors will go head to head to find out who goes to the finals in August. That's right. And don't forget, get your tickets for this event Friday night, July 14th. For general admissions, only $15. First and second row is $20. But you want to get there early so you can get your seats because it gets jam-packed. We stand in room, and it'd be a great night for everyone just to sit back and enjoy themselves. And let's get into some results. I'm going to pull my notes up here real quick. So, we got to see in the pre-show match a return in Bricks Porter taking on a debut of Marvelous. Marvelous. He came in. He showed some phenomenal skills for the first time seeing him here. I seen this kid on other shows before. He brought his A game. Like I can't knock him though, even though he lost, even though Bricks Porter did beat him. I'm sure we're definitely going to see more of Marvelous around in 3LW. Like I said, I'm going to run through this because I got a bunch of other stuff too. These are just the results, people. All right. Al Snook beat a debuting Thick Rick Rodriguez. And in one of the matches, for our first match we had of the night, of the quarterfinals for the heavyweight championship for this tournament, Tarzan Duran ended up beating fan favorite Jason Blade. A returning Harley Quinn defeated Zoe Cannon by submission. And in another quarterfinals match, the number 1 draft pick himself, Bro Keller, picked up another victory over Merrick Miami. Now, Bro Keller, he is running on full velocity right now. Undefeated. The only competitor in 3 Legacies who has 8 wins, no losses. That's right. 0, zitch, whatever you want to say it in whatever language, 0, no losses whatsoever. He is the number 1 draft pick going into this tournament. And he has advanced to the Final 4. And in another quarterfinals match, we've seen a return. Sage Matthews defeated Ace Dallas with barely seconds remaining. It was, each of these matches have time limits. With seconds remaining, Sage Matthews ended up pulling off that victory against Ace Dallas. Now, Ace is not someone to sleep on. Last month, he picked up, the month before our last show, he picked up the victory in that 6-person scramble match that we had, and that there had him put his stamp on his spot in the tournament. I still don't know how Sage got in when he wasn't even in. It was just his debut match prior, but he picked up the victory. He's showing that he has what it takes to make it here in 3LW. And we got to see some tag team action. As I'm a little surprised here. As you remember on the last show, the 2 gentlemen that were debuting, the International Players Club, Chris Cruz and Nate Bradley, they actually made it to the show after we got those videos of them getting carjacked on their way from Texas. So South Philly's finest, Jimmy Conway and Luca Brasi, did pick up the victory. I was thinking it was going to be a count out because I didn't know if the guys were going to show up. But one thing for sure, for me dubbing them the Shoe Leather Express trying to make it to the show after they got carjacked, they really did highly impress me and a lot of fans. They showed us what those Texas boys are all about. And I don't mean them boys, because compared to Philly, we run wild over them boys, if you know what I'm saying, during football season. Go Birds, because no one likes us. And exactly that's what South Philly Finest loves to say. No one likes us, but we don't care. We're from Philly, effing Philly. But I'm sure, most definitely, I hope we see more of the International Players Club. They really did impress me. They impressed the crowd galore. They were standing on their feet. They were excited. The little kids were jumping up and down. These 2 had that high energy, and they brought it. And so I'm looking forward. I hope they come back. And if you missed it, and they do come back, get your tickets, and do not miss the International Players Club, Chris Cruz and Nate Bradley. And in our main event of the night, our final quarterfinal match, Smiley ended up defeating Prince Piranha. And this is a plus for Smiley. Picking up this victory with everything going on in his head and stuff. Plus, it puts him on the map for the top 10. And the top 10 changed a little bit just because of this weekend. We got a couple ties in the ranking system. And I'm definitely going to go through it. But one of the things that we did get to see is Ricardo made a huge announcement. Not only the championship will be on the line at the Clipper Stadium, the Clipper Magazine Stadium, but also he debuted this beautiful trophy for the Red. Why call it the Red Rose Rumble without a Rumble when right there we have a beautiful trophy to be presented to the winner of the tournament. Well, not of the tournament, but of the Rumble. And they had the opportunity, just like I'm going to say like Money in the Bank, they had the opportunity to cash it in for whoever the champion is. So it's like, okay, it's almost like winning the Royal Rumble and you get title shot at WrestleMania. So that's what basically is. The winner of the Rumble is the number one contender against whoever the champion is. They can, I didn't get all the details, just possibility they can probably cash it in anytime, anywhere. I don't know. Or there has to be a set date and time when they're going to do it. So, like I said, I didn't get out all the details. I was running around during the show, doing my thing. But, yeah, we had a great night. Also on hand, Gene Snitsky was there. Had a little watching the audio. Okay, we'll leave that go and just keep it pushing. But he made an appearance to help out his good old buddy Ricardo Rodriguez, only because Joel was escorted to the ring by none other than Clayton Adams. So, and he had a whole spiel to say on his cards that he was given by Clayton per Kevin Murphy. And out comes Snitsky. These two this wasn't even technically a match. It was a non-match. These two guys, I'm like, and I'm surprised how big comparison the size factor was. Clayton has the height just up there with Gene, and but Gene has that mass, that big tank of a body, and he sent him flying over the top rope. He lands on his feet, and they're just eyeballing each other. Like even though Gene got the better of Clayton, when Clayton landed on his feet and he stared at him like that mile-long stare, like kid, like God, sir, kid, guy, whatever. Well, Clayton's the kid. He's gonna be like, I'm coming for you. I'm gunning for you. I'm gunning for anybody who is aligned with Ricardo Rodriguez. Any of his friends that gets in the way. Kevin Murphy's guys, Clayton, Sinister X, and whoever else he has on the payroll, that's going to step up and try to take out any friends that Ricardo has that's willing to step up to stand by his side. All leading to the Red Rose Rumble, where the challenge has been issued between Ricardo Rodriguez to take on Kevin Murphy. So, but Kevin, these last two shows has not been appearing. He's kind of been hiding in the winds. He claims he's out on business or vacationing, whatever excuse he keeps giving us why he can't make it to the show. But between this show that just passed and the previous show, he has not showed his face. I think he's genuinely scared of Ricardo, and he's afraid if he gets his hands on him. Now, going forward, into the bracket for the next show, here we have it for Friday, July 14th, in the semifinals for Summer Night Lights. We're going to see on one side of bracket Tarzan Duran taking on Sage Matthews. And on the opposite side, Smiley going against the number one draft pick himself, Bro Killer. And one of these four men are seeking the spot at the Red Rose Rumble to be the face-off, standing across the ring from each other, staring into each other's beady little eyes to find out who will have their hand raised in victory with the championship belt around their waist at the Red Rose Rumble. And like I said, we're going to wait, what? Okay, hold up. I got a graphic that I was sent, and they want me to post it. So it's regarding the next show. So I hope it's important. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we got here for Summer Night Lights on July 14th. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Kevin Murphy Appreciation Night is going to happen at Summer Night Light. Was this even approved? Did Three Legacies management approve this stuff? I don't know, but yeah, looks a little shoddy there. I don't know that. Is that one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it? Is like, okay, he must be using Photoshop and stuff over. Yeah. But if you want to check out some of our footage, if you have not yet seen any of the Three Legacies stuff, subscribe to Premier Streaming Network, PSN. That's right. Where you can see Three Legacies, all their shows from the beginning, except for the last one. The last one is actually, it's on YouTube. We had a little technical difficulties, so we decided to give it up as a freebie on the YouTube channel, so you can watch the whole show on there, match by match. And once again, Summer Night Lights. A whole list of the lineup. And going forward to the August show for the Red Rose Rumble, we did had a surprise announcement which was just sent to me. I don't know if they posted it yet or whatever, but it was directly sent to me from management themselves. And I think you, the fans, might get excited about this because already announced, we already had Dirty Dango announcing that he will be there, as well as Shannon Moore. And we have one more great athlete that been around the industry for a very long time. WWE, Impact, ECW. You know what? I'm not gonna waste any of your times. And here is what we received.
August 19th, Clipper Magazine Stadium. Three Legacy Wrestling presents Red Rose Rumble. And I, Rhino, will be in action on that night. And I guarantee you, I will rip someone in half with a gore, gore, gore.
Whoa, there you have it. Rhino himself is going to gore somebody at the Red Rose Rumble. Hopefully he's in the Rumble itself. Can you imagine that? A whole ring full of wrestlers standing around eyeballing the man beast himself, and he just plows through each and every one of them, winning that trophy and earning his spot. That would be awesome, I think. It would be just great. And as I was saying earlier, that our ranking system had a little shift in it. with some big surprises uh, in how everything was going down after this past weekend. So I'm gonna run it down for you for our top 10. There's a couple. There's some ties in here though that need to get broken up. Here we go. In the number one spot, the number one draft pick himself, as I mentioned earlier, Bro Keller, undefeated with 8 wins, 0 losses. He's at 1,000% right there, or 100, whatever you want to call it. And so he has not moved at all in the rankings. We also have, this is Sinister X actually bumped up 1 spot to the number 2 spot. 4 wins, 1 loss. He's at 0.800. Unfortunately, Jason Blade has dropped down 1 spot. He was number 2, but with him losing to Tarzan Duran, he actually dropped. So yeah, he needs to step his game back up and try to pick up some another victory, maybe to try to get back up into that number 2 spot. Tarzan Duran. Now here's a huge surprise. Tarzan Duran, he actually bumped up 4 spots, and he's at number 4. He's at with 4 wins and 4 losses, but he has 4 wins though. But yeah, this is everything is calculated on the win factor first, and then whoever has the less losses, and then we also go by the percentages as well. So he bumped up 4 spots so he's at number 4 holding it. Junie Underwood, even though he wasn't at the last show, he actually got knocked down 1, so he's at number 5. And I said we had some ties here across the board. Spot 6, 7, and 8. That's right. It's a 3-way tie with 3 wins, 3 losses. We have Ricardo Rodriguez, which he didn't move anywhere. He was like in the 6 and 7 spot right there with a tie. Merrick Miami, he actually bumped down a spot. He lost. He was at I believe he was number 5, I think, and he moved down. Smiley made it. He finally made it on. He wasn't even ranked before. Smiley finally made it on the top 10, and he's in that 3-way tie with them with the 3 wins. And then we have another tie, like I said, in spots 9 and 10 with 2 wins, 0 losses. These 2 gentlemen were ranked the same way last time as well. It was Delirious and Clayton Adams. Like I said, Clayton Adams, even though he went head-to-head against Gene Snitsky at the last show, he did not. It was an official match, so it wasn't calculated as a win-loss at all. So, but yeah, Delirious and Clayton Adams, they might have to go head-to-head and break that tie or something. I don't know, but or a 3-way dance between Ricardo, Merrick, and Smiley. Or, like I said, the top 5 is already there. The last 5 positions are, it has its ups and downs in there though. But the biggest one, the 2 biggest ones go to Bro Keller being undefeated and to Tarzan Duran moving up 4 spots in the ranking system. So, and if you have not yet, like I said, go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. Get your tickets for the Red Rose Rumble. You don't want to miss out on that. And if you think you got what it takes to become a professional wrestler, look no further. Go over to 3 Legacies Wrestling Pro Wrestling Academy in Road today. It's over on Centerville Road in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's only a couple doors down from Red Rose Sports Cards. You never know who you might run into there as well. They are one of the official sponsors of 3 Legacies as well. uh, the academy, the dojo, the coach, head coach, trainer, whatever you want to call him, is a WWE alumni. He is Jesus Ricardo Rodriguez. So contact them right away if you think you got what it takes at Three Legacies Wrestling at gmail.com. And afterwards, after training and after the shows, look no further than to come hang out with all of us over at Arugas. I can't say it better than Carolina Jim, or we like to dub him now Lancaster Jim, over at Arugas, which is across the street from the academy as well as Red Rose. So it's all right there in the same vicinity. So you get your grub on over there, and here is Arugas.
There's always a reason to visit Aruga's Grill House and Sports Bar. Treat yourself to our fresh made-to-order food options and over 40 beers on tap. Watch the big game, catch up with old friends, or enjoy a family night out. Aruga's, this is your turf.
All right. And on a final note, if you have not yet got your Three Legacies swag, that's right, head over to ProWrestlingTees.com. If you have not got it at the live show itself, we got 3 shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com at 3L Wrestling. The Build Your Legacy, the original classic one that's in the middle, and the Red Rose right there on the right-hand side. So go over to ProWrestlingTees.com, 3L Wrestling, to get your Three Legacies Wrestling merch. And if you have not marked your calendars off, here's the rest of the dates of 2023 coming up. Like I said, July 14th is the semifinal rounds for the heavyweight championship, lead into the Red Rose Rumble, which will be August 19th, which will have a trophy going to the Red Rose Rumble winner and earning a shot at whoever is the champion that night. And then for the rest of the year, we have September 15th, October 21st, November 18th, and December 16th, all being taken place at the Brightside Opportunity Center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, with that being said, that is all I have at the moment for Three Legacies Wrestling. I'm sure in the weeks to come, in the days to come, you will see updates on their Facebook and Twitter page and whatnot, and we'll get more details in. We'll get more videos and stuff going on. So we will definitely see graphics and hear comments from the superstars leading into Summer Night Lights on July 14th. All right, I'm about to shift gears to some events that I have going on next weekend. But right now, let's hear from our man from the Stardom cast, Mr. Matt Turner.
Hello, everyone. This is Matt Turner. Join me and my co-host, Rob Goodwin, every Friday morning as we host the Stardom Cast. It's a podcast we talk about everything about the fantastic professional wrestling world that is Stardom. We have news, notes, previews, and reviews, again, every Friday, the Stardom Cast. Check it out.
That's right. Check out Rob Goodwin and Matt Turner over at the Stardom Cast. Kudos to them. They were actually on Talk is Jericho podcast, so that was a great, huge plug for them. And unfortunately, next weekend, next Sunday, I will not be on the air. I will not be on because I have a double shot weekend going on Saturday and Sunday in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, going on starting Saturday with Pro Wrestling Magic presents Closing Time. That's right. The pre-show, well, doors open at 5 o'clock. Pre-show starts at 5:30. Bell time is 6 p.m. Some of the matches announced on the pre-show. We already got announced that it will be a Funhouse Wrestling Showcase intergender tag team match, as we're going to see Stan Styles as he's teaming with Chris Ryan. They are the men's, the Funhouse men's tag teams champions, taking on the Funhouse Women's Tag Teams champion in Gabby Gilbert and Valentina Vasquez. And a bunch of the matches that were already announced for that evening. We have Donovan taking on Steve Off, taking on Smiley. Winner takes all. Dark Arts Championship, Tri-Wizard, and the Funhouse American Lucha Championship. Also advertised in a Bayonne street fight, Dan Moff taking on Alex Ryman. And women's Keys to the Kingdom qualifier match. Vicious Vicky taking on Zeta Steel. And in tag team action, the Wrestling Lab Collaborative Championship match, The Rep taking on Memory Museum. And in the Junior Heavyweight Championship title match, you'll see the champion Vinny Pacifico defending his title against the legendary Azrael. Also recently advertised the returning of AEW star Sonny Kiss taking on Kelsey Reagan. And title versus title, the Pro Wrestling Magic Tag Team Champions Death Row taking on the IWTV Tag Team Champions Miracle Generation title for title. And in the main event, our champion Steve Pena taking on the former champion. This is Kerr. That's right. You don't want to miss any of these matches on Saturday night, the 24th at Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Phil Sheraton Building for Pro Wrestling Magic. And the next day, on Sunday, the 25th, it will be a joint show between two companies, none other than Invictus Pro Wrestling and Northern Federation Wrestling, going head to head in this Northern Conquest event going on. Some of the matches already announced is Brett Ryan Gosselin taking on TJ Crawford. Clara Carreras in the Invictus Women's Championship match taking on Kelsey Reagan. Social Media Championship match, Jay Bougie defending against Billy Dixon. Mantequilla taking on Nikolai White. The NFW Tag Team Championship will be on the line as the champions VBU taking on the Rep. And in a Jersey street fight, PJ Savage going head to head against Face. And in a grudge match, Alice Taylor taking on Akira. And folks, that is all the matches that I have seen advertised so far for each of these shows. There could be more. We don't know. There could be some surprises. You just have to find out for this weekend at Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Phil Sheraton Building, as you'll get to come and see Pro Wrestling Magic on the 25th as well as on the 24th, Invictus Pro Wrestling teaming up with Northern Federation Wrestling in this Northern Conquest event. So get your tickets now. You don't want to miss out. The Northern Conquest event is doors open at 2 p.m., bell time 3 p.m. Great Sunday afternoon times. I love Sunday afternoon shows. They're great. Fun for the whole family, far and wide. But that's it. All that I have for today's show. Like I said, as far as Three Legacies Wrestling goes, we just got off our last show. I gave you the results. We're just waiting for more details to come in for what the matchups are for the upcoming Summer Night Lights event. So far, we do know two of the matches that we definitely will see will be Tarzan Duran taking on Sage Matthews, Smiley taking on Bro Keller in those semi-final matches leading to the finals at the Red Rose Rumble. Hopefully, by next time when we're on air, we will have some comments from all four of these gentlemen pertaining to the tournament and their opponent going into Summer Night Lights. And hopefully we get more info on this supposedly Kevin Murphy Appreciation Night coming up, because I wasn't aware of this. Apparently nobody was, but somehow it popped up and it's there. But with that being said, we got 3 awesome shows coming up. This is for next month, July 14th, Summer Night Lights. You don't want to miss it. Lindsay Dorado will be in action, as well as a whole host of other returnings and debuts of other talent that has never been at Three Legacies Wrestling. That's all July 14th. And let's not forget about this coming weekend, June 24th, closing time with Pro Wrestling Magic. Doors open up at 5 p.m. And the 25th, the very next day, Sunday, the doors open up at 2 p.m. for Invictus and Northern Federation Wrestling with Northern Conquest. But like I said, that's all I have for today's show. We'll probably be back on in 2 weeks. 2. That's right. 2. You know, when the refs go 2, we get everyone go 2. And we'll be back with one fall. Well, actually one week we'll skip, because like I said, I got that double shot next week. Breakfast and BodySlams. Coffee, breakfast of champions. But if you have not done it yet, jump on over to BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit those notification buttons to find out when we are live. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter as well. If you want to support us to keep us running, to keep us plugging to all these different platforms, and if you like what we're doing, please stop over to our pod shop on our .com page. Here's one of our Breakfast and BodySlam shirts. You got the little luchador down there and a cup of coffee, stuff like that. Yeah, we got some throwback shirts. If you see the logos, well, all 3 logos up here, they should be on there with t-shirts as well. So go over there, support us. All those funds will go right back into this streaming platform that we have going on here to keep us rolling. And with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in for this short version of the BodySlams podcast. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Gave you all the updates of the rankings, the results, and hopefully the next time we're on, we have a wide range of footage, graphics, and whatever other surprises that Three Legacies gives us, because they constantly putting out surprises. With that being said, my name is Gio Frost. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, jump over to BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button. Find out we are live. And we'll see yous at the matches. Peace out.